Let's get political, political. Let's get political, political. What's up, my friends? Welcome back to another vlog. And yeah, a few of you guys have already seen me perform that routine over on my movie review channel, where of course I've reviewed Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling already. But here on this vlog channel, I just wanted to talk about the obvious elephant in the room that everybody is talking about with Static Cling right now, and that is the transgender storyline that's happening in this little special here. And the reason I put that in air quotes is because, is because, once again, as always, there are just details missing. There's parts that people aren't seeing. There's aspects that people aren't understanding about this, and that's what I wanted to discuss today. Now, first of all, Ralph becoming Rachel. To me, growing up in the 90s as a die-hard Rocko's Modern Life fan, this is something that would have happened on the show anyway, back in the 90s. And I think that's what people are having trouble understanding, because, look guys, Rocko's Modern Life was a very progressive show. It explored these kind of elements all the time. There's an episode where Rocko is trying to get his green card, and Filbert has to play his wife. And you guys remember that Filbert took on the role of Ophelia? That's what he started calling himself. He started to enjoy being Rocko's wife and being a woman, right? Do you guys remember Heifer's half-brother, the wolf brother, cross-dressing? You guys remember Spunky having sex with a mop? There's even some references in the show about Ed Bighead possibly being gay. Small references, right? But again, the show was filled with these kind of elements that back in the 90s we would have termed weird, but weird in a good way. But the show explored those elements all the time, so when I saw Ralph transitioning into Rachel, I really actually didn't have a problem with it. And I know a lot of you guys out there are going to be very surprised with this vlog, like, whoa dude, are you serious? Like, you speak out against agendas all the time on this channel. Yeah, I do. But guys, I didn't see an agenda being pushed in Rocko's Modern Life. And I mean, it's not just because I'm a Rocko's Modern Life fan. It's not. It's because there is no agenda being pushed in here, guys. They could have pushed an agenda. They had every opportunity to have endless discussions about transgender issues, but they didn't. It was a message about change. Ralph just became Rachel. He was just a female character now. That's all that happened. And how, smart for the writers to do that. Why? Well, because we learned from Jurassic Park, if you guys remember, that some species of West African frogs are known to change gender sporadically after mating. From male to female, female to male. So how smart of the writers to make Ralph, I mean, technically, I think the big heads are toads, but how smart of the writers, intelligent of the writers, to make it a frog character or a toad character. Now it's even more fitting, right? But that's beside the point. All that happened here is that Ralph transitioned into a woman. It was the same voice actor, it was the same voice. Nothing even changed, he was just a woman now. And it was a great message about the whole show had this great message about change. It's not a transgender issue. It's about change. Like I said in my movie review, if you guys if you identify with this, if you take transgender issues out of this and it makes you feel better about yourself and everything, that's great. That's wonderful. But this is a show about change. Why do I say that? Well, because if you go on Google right now and you do a search for a Static Cling, what do you see? The only thing on there is Rocko's Modern Life features transgender character. A transgender character this, transgender character that. Every single article. And yes, technically, Ralph or Rachel is a transgender character. But they weren't pushing an agenda. That's where the difference is. Now, why is it important to point out what the media is doing? Because the media gave the show an agenda. The show doesn't have an agenda. It just has a female character that used to be male. Technically, it is a transgender character. Transgender to us, not transgender to Rocko and his universe. And his universe, it's completely normal. You remember how Heifer and Filbert reacted when they found out that Ralph was Rachel? You remember that reaction? They were like, whoa, like, that is so cool. Like, really? Well, that's awesome. Cool, all right. And then they continue with their lives, as should all of us. Except that when you go online, the media is pushing their transgender agendas. It's not the show that's pushing the agenda. It's the media. It's the news that's pushing the agenda. Transgender character in Rocko's Modern Life. Transgender this, transgender that. They want you to know that because that's what causes people to butt heads. That's what causes people to fight. That's what causes people to make videos like this, which you're watching right now. Don't you get it? It's all a game. It's a system that they have in place. You know, it's like the creators of the show couldn't do something creative like this without the news attaching something to it. You guys got to learn to make the difference. You guys have to learn to realize that the writers were only trying to do something different and very fitting to the universe of Rocko's Modern Life in this show. It's the news that is pushing an agenda on you and making you feel uncomfortable. That's what's going on right now. And that's why the news and the media is so dangerous, and that's why I speak out against it all the time. Is because, you know, you could make the argument that, you know, sure, are there a lot of TV shows out there that are purely for pushing agendas? Definitely. But there are also a lot of TV shows out there that are just simply trying to be progressive without pushing agendas. But the news takes those shows and they attach agendas to them to make them, you know what I'm saying, fitting for 2019. So I just want you guys to be able to distinguish the difference. I hope this video kind of like enlightens you guys a little bit about that issue, and it helps you to kind of determine the difference between scenarios, because once again, a lot of people don't think there's a difference. I do. I do see a clear difference between those, and Rocko's Modern Life is a good example of that. So, as always, you know, now it's time for you guys to leave all of your thoughts and opinions. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there think differently than me, but, you know, let's try and have some healthy discussion down there. Maybe we can determine what's actually going on. So please leave all your comments, your thoughts, and opinions, and I'll see you guys back here for the next vlog very soon. Stay away from the media.